There is 52 weeks in a year. Most storm chasers that you see post on YouTube live in Tornado Alley and get to chase there for all 52 weeks. Unfortunately, I live in New England and only get to chase out there for 2 weeks a year. Even though that's only 4% of the year, this is what you can see in Tornado Alley in only 2 weeks. Yeah, a large tornado, it looks like. The 2023 season started out with quite a bang in the Northeast, or in this case, I should say the Mid-Atlantic. Although it was April Fool's Day, the severe weather in New Jersey and Delaware would be no joke, as multiple tornadoes would touch down before the afternoon came to an end. Unbeknownst to us at the time, we were witnessing our first tornado of the year when a semi-rain-wrapped high-end EF1 tornado would drop right in front of us. The tornado would track about 2 miles to our north, it would stay on the ground for 4 miles in total and reach a max width of 550 yards. In all, 12 tornadoes touched down in the Mid-Atlantic on April 1st. The strongest tornado was in the EF3, which was in Delaware, and unfortunately that tornado did take one life. The chase on May 22nd would bring us to the northernmost portion of the Texas Panhandle as a tornado-warned storm traversed its way through the town of Perryton, Texas. Although no tornado would touch down on this particular date, it was just a bad omen of things to come for this small town in northern Texas. May 24th began a 3-day stretch that chasers will likely remember for a long time, as 3 straight days of chasing in and around the area of Clovis, New Mexico would lead to some amazing storms and tornadoes. After starting the day in San Juan, New Mexico, with what felt like every other chaser in the country, a storm developed and we moved up onto the Cap Rock. As the storm continued to develop, we lost cell service and had to keep meandering further south due to the rain and hail core expanding. After missing a couple of small tornadoes, I finally got enough cell service back and had enough info to safely head back into the storm, and we witnessed a beast. Yeah, a large tornado it looks like. That night, we witnessed the first night of an otherworldly light show. Once again, that evening, for the second night in a row, we witnessed another unworldly lightning show. Yeah, you can see the rapid spinning right there. Seems like it's reorganizing again. It really tried there for a second. later that night, at 4 a.m., an unanticipated supercell slammed our hotel with golf ball-sized hail. We were thoroughly enjoying the show until we remembered that our rental car was exposed to the elements outside. Luckily for us, and all other cars in the immediate area, no damage was done by this late-night hailstorm. However, the following morning revealed evidence of the previous night's antics which still lay melting on the ground. To every chaser's surprise, this beast of a supercell did not produce a tornado. However, this extremely tight area of rotation on this textbook horseshoe cloud really tried for a minute. Another one of the themes for the year for us, along with tiny questionable tornadoes, seemed to be spectacular post-sunset lightning displays, and this one on June 12th kept that theme rolling. Hey. I don't know if it's anything, but it looks like something suspicious back there. Look. Upon arrival to this supercell on the Texas and Oklahoma border, we witnessed what looked to be a possible tornado. At the time, I was unsure as it looked kinda scuddy, but it was revealed later after the National Weather Service surveys that this was indeed a brief, weak tornado. That's got a large-ish tornado. Running left. If there was a tornado, that wall cloud's so damn low, you wouldn't really know until it's on top of you. After moving to a new spot to stay ahead of the storm, another questionable brief weak tornado dropped right in front of us, which seemed to be the theme of the year for us. What at one point in time was an easily chaseable storm moving at about 20 miles per hour has been progressively speeding up throughout the chase and was now moving at almost 60 miles per hour. The dramatic increase in speed was slowly cutting off or catching chasers who weren't fast enough to stay ahead of the storm. Although we were one of the last groups who were still able to keep up with the storm, it would eventually catch us in the town of Shamrock, Texas. I see some slightly bigger ones. The chase on June 15th did not go as planned. We initially targeted the area that would end up producing the Perryton, Texas tornado, but we got baited away by the storm to the south before that happened. We ended up chasing the storm to the south for a couple of hours before getting cut off in the hail core of the storm. And then immediately after getting cut off from the storm, it decided to start producing tornadoes. Even with the chase not going our way, we still managed to witness a pretty beautiful storm at sunset. this exact moment, an extremely small and short-lived tornado was about to form directly in front of us. Unfortunately for me, I stopped this recording and turned my back right before it started, and turned back just in time to see a suction vortex dance across the field for a second or two only. Here's a clip I captured of it when you could briefly see the ground circulation. Did you see it? Let's watch that back again slowly. Although this is far from the strongest tornado I've ever seen, it would be the last one I'd see this season, bringing my final total for the year up to 7. My next storm chase wouldn't be for about another month, and it wasn't in the plains anymore. It would be quite the opposite, as a challenging chase presented itself in the Adirondack Mountains of New York with no cell service and no visibility. The story of the 2023 New England summer would not be the storms or the tornadoes, but would rather be the significant flooding. Numerous days during the summer produced monsoon-like conditions and severe flooding throughout the entire Northeast. My last storm chase of 2023 would be on the New England coastline for the glancing blow of Hurricane Lee. Hurricane Lee, which was once a powerful Category 5 hurricane with winds up to 165 miles per hour, gave New England quite a scare when it was forecasted to come extremely close to the coastline. In reality, the storm tracked further east than was originally forecasted and made landfall in Nova Scotia, but still brought intense winds up to 70 miles per hour in New England. "2023 was a busy year for tornadoes and storm chasers in the US. As of the recording of this video, there have been approximately 1,400 tornado reports and 82 tornado-related deaths, both of which being above average. As for me, I witnessed 7 tornadoes this year, but the bigger story was the flooding that occurred back home. The New England flooding events that occurred this year produced more overall damage than any thunderstorm or tornado could ever do around here, and will be remembered by the locals for a long time to come. As we now focus our sights onto the 2024 season, let's hope that the good storms roll into next year. And until then, folks, have a great rest of 2023, and we'll see you next year.